in the black community, but light skinned people are usually heralded for their.
There's some people that are not always in the black community all the time, and they can't move into certain spaces for their light skinnedness to work for them. So when we're saying what we're saying, right? Let's keep it a bean for everyone, because that's what happens with light skinned people too, where they're judged based on, well, you white, or oh, well, you do have a little bit of black. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they go through both of those things.
Here, I have an idea for how to start this shit. So make sure not to edit this part. It's recording now, so or not to cut this part out. Right. All right. Okay. Yeah, man. Yo, so have you guys?
Yeah, man. My bad.
Yeah, nah, you're fine though. But for real though. So you guys have been on Twitter and you've seen all this talk about DaniLeigh and her new song Yellowbone and it talks about colorism. I think we should talk about it for a little bit about her situation and just colorism in general in the black community, and how detrimental it is to people's psyche and their view of themselves. Okay. Yeah. Well, let me preface this real quick. So people that don't know, DaniLeigh dropped a song called Yellowbone. And the lyrics go as such: Yellowbone, that's what he wants. Yellowbone, that's what he wants. Yellow, what he wants. What he wants. Yellowbone, what he wants, and so on and so forth.
Bars.
Bars. And if you don't know what Yellowbone is, it's someone that is what they call high yellow, which is somebody that is light skin. What they would say fair skin, someone that's light skin.
So in Django terms, the house.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there you go.
I take offense to that.
It's a little extreme,
because that's you.
Facts.
A lot of black women were, just a lot of black people in general were pretty upset with her using those lyrics because she identifies as what like 30 or 20% black, and then she's Dominican and white as well. It's kind of her ancestry's kind of muddled per se.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Do you think that anger is warranted? If not, why? So I know we had this conversation in the group chat. If you want to talk, Brendan or Will or Josh.
I think that this anger towards this song is just because people don't like her. Let's keep it a bean. People always have something to say when she posts something because they feel like she does too much. They feel like she does antics too much to get likes and things like that. That's what people are saying within the comments a lot. It's like, why do you always post her? Like, I be seeing that like on like what's it called, Shade Room and stuff like that. Like I be seeing that on the comments, like, we don't care. But literally,
real quick, didn't one of y'all say that DaniLeigh was a kind of a bad person? Like she treats people bad?
No, that was one of our homies that told us that. But we're gonna cut it out, Will, because you snitched.
Yeah. No. I was just trying to test. It was just a little side note that I thought about.
No. But the thing is, though, I don't know her, so I wouldn't know that. But like, all I'm gonna say is, though, like, this colorism issue towards her is not it. Like, to me, like, nah, it ain't it. It's because you just don't like her. Like, people just don't like her, bro. Like,
I don't know. I feel like it's deeper than that, though. I mean, okay, I feel like she is a catalyst for the deeper conversation, right?
Yeah.
Like she, like herself, whatever, right? Like even the fact that she's not even for real black, right? I mean, it's still important to have this conversation about colorism within the black community. It's just unfortunate it's her.
The funny thing is, though, if you want to have that conversation, shouldn't y'all be having that conversation with Kim Kardashian?
Is she black? I don't even know.
Nah. I mean,
people have that people call her out all the time, though. That's not nothing new. Like, people always post her pale hand and
I don't think this DaniLeigh situation is something to jump at for colorism. I don't think it's bigger. It's bigger fish to fry out there.
I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be that guy, though. I disagree. For a few reasons.
Pro-black Oran.
I agree with Oran.
Oran. It's Oran, not Oran. I disagree for a few reasons, and a lot has come to light since it came out, like 3-4 days ago. But apparently, she's with the baby now, right? And apparently, the baby has his baby mom. She's a darker complexion, a darker woman. And they have some kind of friction. So it seems like she's writing a song like, oh, Yellowbone is what he wants. Yellowbone's what he wants.
It's deeper than that.
No.
But hold on. But hear me out. Hear me out though. And I'm not even gonna use that as my main argument though, because that's speculation for all we know. Who knows? Like, I can't even speak on that because I don't know. Yeah. I'm not even gonna use that as an argument. But the song itself is kind of problematic, dude. Like, it is a problematic song. Like, if you really are, if you're singing a song, I said Yellowbone is what he wants like 7 times in this damn chorus.
Like, having that as a chorus in itself is just problematic. I agree with that.
Like, it sounds satirical almost. Like, why is that even something to be rapping about or singing about? Like, yellow is what he wants. It's like he doesn't want anything else. Like, yellow is what he wants. Like, who cares? Like, why is that even of substance to be putting in a song to begin with?
I think she's more or less. I think she's more or less narcissistic.
If Skepta said that, you wouldn't give a damn.
Skepta doesn't though.
Why would Skepta say
that? I hate when we talk about when we talk in these like what ifs, or if somebody did this, but they didn't.
But they do. ASAP Rocky and then do that. They all do that. They all say, "Oh, bad white bitch on my dick." They all do that.
They also say black. They also say dark. Like, a lot of these guys say dark woman too. Like I know the same song you're talking about with ASAP Rocky. He mentions dark skinned women as well. I just feel like, but when people talk about colorism, I feel like this is something that you could definitely get mad. I understand. I'm not personally mad about it, but I can understand where that anger and that vitriol is coming from, especially as a darker woman. Like, if you're a dark woman, you've literally grown up with this whole idea of what is supposed to be beautiful, and it's the closer you are to European standards, right? And everybody, especially in the black community, when people say, "Oh, you have good skin, good hair," Becky with the good hair, good skin, they're talking about yellow bones. They're talking about someone that's white passing, that is fair skin. So I understand if you're a darker woman, why you would be mad that song is why you're singing about that and parading that he wants that, because their whole lives they've literally been told that the black guys that they like don't like them because they're too dark. So I understand. It makes sense.
I mean, but does our black women not know that's the world we live in? Like I said, if you're gonna pick your battles, I mean, at least make sure it's worth it.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
Like, that's the world that we live in.
That's the world that we live in.
Like, that's the world that we live in.
Not saying that we should accept it. I'm just saying that DaniLeigh is not worth it. She's not worth it.
Yeah, she's not the one to be throwing that energy to. Like,
going back to
that's not a justification for anything.
Yeah, wait. So what? So yeah, wait.
Just
didn't Pop Smoke have a chorus just like that?
Great rebuttal, bro. Great response.
Because here's the thing. Like,
I'm just saying.
Don't listen.
Like in general,
I'm listening.
Look, privilege is a scale at the end of the day, right? Like, it's not like, like Will Smith has more privileges than we do, but we're both black, right? But there's just different levels of privilege. Like, it's not like there's
money privilege. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, money privilege. There's all types of different privileges, right? And I feel like in colorism, the core of the argument is that when you're lighter skinned, even though you're both African American, even as a higher skin toned person, there's privileges that come with that. And I think we all know that people in a higher privileged position, they can't make fun or they can't glorify that, especially in terms of neglecting the lower privileged. It's like if someone came out with a song that said, "I'm so proud that I'm not handicapped." He wants a non-handicapped. He wants an able-bodied boy. You know what I mean? It's like what is that? You know what I mean? Like, why would you even make that song? You know what I mean? Like, no, it's just cringe. And I feel like this is like the same example.
I get what you guys are saying though. Listen, you're saying we're not hearing you. You say we're not hearing you. I hear you entirely, because you're saying that they're using this is a witch hunt, essentially what you're saying. Like they already had qualms with her, and this is the straw that broke the camel's back. I get that, right? But it's still like I can't say, oh, if someone else did it, you wouldn't be mad. I'm sure they'd be mad about if anyone said that shit. But it's the fact that she said it, and she also has had an interesting past. Like they say she says nigga and this and that, and she doesn't even identify as black. So why is she even saying this or whatever? Like, I can understand how this can build up, and they want to get her out of here, and then she drops a song like this talking about he wants a yellow bone. He doesn't like. She's not saying he doesn't want you, but she's saying he wants me. He's not looking, cheating, checking for you, darker woman. So bye-bye. Like, it's I get that.
She didn't say that though.
I know, but like that's the sentiment that I get. Is he wants a yellow bone. Like,
so that's what you're insinuating, that she's saying that.
It's implied.
what she is saying is that he wants a yellow bone. He doesn't want anything else. It's implied.
It's right there in words. It's
10 times in the chorus.
So if he wants her and only her, what's the problem with that?
It's not just her. It's not her.
She's emphasizing
it's the fact that she's a yellow bone.
She's emphasizing, her complexion.
It's phenotypically what she is. It's her phenotypically what she is. Not her as a person.
It's worth the time. I don't think it's.
I get what you're saying. I get that.
DaniLeigh is not high
and
enough.
The song didn't even go off because it was not even that great. And at the same time, it's
because
fine.
The lyrics are trash.
This is a conversation that is good to have. Like, this is a conversation that is the catalyst to helping colorism within the Black community. That's how I see it. It is literally a conversation. It's unfortunate that it was.
Let's keep it a bean, bro. Like, I'm not hearing none of this shit because Black people used to make fun of me for being dark-skinned. Like,
and we're trying to stop. We're trying to stop.
No one's trying to stop that because it's part of capping. Like, what do you mean?
That's why we're having these conversations to help you.
No, it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. You know why? Because the darker you are, the uglier you look. Because that's what they tell you.
Well, that's their point. Technically, that's
what we're saying. That's the problem.
And songs like that are literally reinforcing that shit. That's why people are mad.
I know what y'all saying. I'm
just saying that this girl is that her intent was not to act like dark-skinned people are ugly because she's with them.
I think her intent was there. Her intent was there for sure. She knows the world that we live.
People to feel like they're ugly. That was her intent.
Also, who knows what her intent is? But
not to make dark-skinned people feel like they ugly. She just wanted to feel more superior. She wanted to be more superior on that track, or
she just wanted to be comfortable in the skin she's in and make a record, and that's it. Like, what's the big deal?
It doesn't.
At the expense of who, though? At the expense of who?
No one, because her intent behind the record is just to put a record out.
Intent doesn't matter, though. It really doesn't. Like, if I came out the record and I said white skin is the best, I swear, I promise you, intent
doesn't matter.
No, even if we were having a conversation
you gotta know
about racism, even if we were having a conversation about racism, any racist person can say their intent was nothing to do with racism. But if racism is the outcome, the stuff is racist. You know what I mean? So all I'm trying to say is, if there was
so this song is racist.
Huh? It's colorist. That's what
colorist.
We're talking
it's
about.
Not racist.
It's colorist. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
it's colorist.
I'm just using a metaphor. Well, because, like, let's say, for instance, a song came out talking about how white skin was the best. White skin is the best. White skin is the best. I could easily say that person, but that's what the metaphor is what I'm saying is, if that person said, well, my intent wasn't to shit on Black people. My intent was just to boost up
big up white skin.
Big up white skin. You know what I mean? We would all say, well, there's so much more context to this than the intent of the artist. Like that.
I think she was trying to boost herself. I think she was trying to boost herself, but in that same doing, she just sounded dumb. And like I said with the Pop Smoke thing, if she had a better delivery or if the song was better, she might have been able to get over with.
Yeah, are you gonna hold Pop Smoke accountable for that or no?
He even says, I like the dark skins, I like the melanin. So like I'm saying, like you can point out, he says he likes white girls, but he's also says he likes the dark.
He was using a rhyme scheme. He was using.
So what are we talking about?
He was using a rhyme scheme, but I'm saying people could have picked out his lyrics the same way we're doing DaniLeigh's. But the thing about DaniLeigh's is that he
said he liked white women first.
Exactly. Like, I just don't think DaniLeigh is worth the. We know what colorism is. We don't.
Even the whataboutism doesn't really like. They're all wrong. We can make an argument they're all wrong. Even if someone calling out all these kinds of skin colors, they're all wrong. The whole point of this is that this is a conversation that is going to bring us to a better place in the future. That's the whole argument.
Hold on, Willie. One thing I was going to say. One thing, bro.
Yeah.
Charlamagne and them were talking about this on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne brought up a good point. We always tell people to love the skin that they're in, be you, love like the way you look, no matter what, everything like that. All right. And he said, well, I kind of feel like that's what she's doing, is she not? Because we tell them to love themselves and big up themselves, and that's what she's doing. She's bigging up herself by not also in her lyrics including that she's shitting on other people. You guys are insinuating that's the outcome of that because of what she's saying.
What they're saying, what they're saying is that if you start at zero tolerance about colorism, then there is not going to be a debate or any negotiation about lyrics or what anybody's intent is going to be in the future. You just have to make sure everything is addressed. That's
Well,
what I'm.
okay. Well, at the same time, we're talking about colorism in regards of someone who really doesn't bring that kind of energy, even to be, this big of a deal for this to happen to her specifically.
She kind
It
of brought it
doesn't.
on that song.
Oh, she didn't, bro.
She kind of brought on that song.
No,
And
she
also, I mean, I don't
didn't.
know.
It's
No,
about
she didn't,
context.
bro.
It's about context. I mean, that exact same argument could literally be said about a song bigging up white skin. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's the same. You could make that same argument. The only thing that breaks that is the context of the country you live in, the context of your audience, all that kind of stuff. You can't just
Let me
say,
ask you
I'm
this question. Let me ask you this
Okay.
question. When people say they love their black skin, right? Talk about black skin, everything like that. And they're only talking about being black and loving being black, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's cool because of the history of what happened to black people to be saying that, right? Like there's
Right.
no colorism or anything in regards to that, right?
It's cool because they've been
Context.
programmed since they were a child to not love their black skin. Like you
Right.
literally were just complaining about how people made fun of your dark skin. There's a difference.
Mhm.
But there's also people who have been made to be made fun of for their light skin, as in we don't know who you belong to, because there's plenty of people that go through that as well too.
Sure, but in the black
Yeah.
community,
Talking
light
about-
skinned people
Well,
are heralded. In the black community, but light skinned people are usually heralded for their.
But there's some
skin.
people that are not always in the black community all the time, and they can't move into certain spaces for their light skinnedness to work for them. So when we're saying what we're saying, right? Let's keep it a being for everyone, because that's what happens with light skinned people too, where they're judged based on, well, you white, or oh, well, you do have a little bit of black in you. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they go through both of those things. So for her to make a song about, oh, yellow when that's what he wants, or whatever the fuck, can I not make the same argument?
No, because privilege, again, like privilege A is a spectrum, and two, it matters about the context. At an individual basis, of course, light skins will have, an issue, right? But broadly, the entire population, literally across the world, lighter skin is seen. Like colorism exists in the Asian community. It exists in the white community. Colorism is literally an issue. Like generally speaking, darker skinned people are much worse off than lighter skinned people. I mean, we kind of talked about earlier, like being a house Negro, right? It's better to be in the house than working in the field, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
there's just
it
privileges that
is
come with
better.
it. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just privileges that come with it. So, like, if someone said, I'm so happy to be a house Negro, and we said, oh well, I mean, they're just saying it's good to be a house Negro. He's not saying it's bad to be a field Negro. No, that's a problem.
Nah, it
You know
is
what I mean?
bad.
Well, that's different. Well, that's different though. But I'm just
not.
saying for
Is
two
it
But
things.
you
though?
understand though, it's about
things.
context.
Two things. I don't think that this song from this person warrants this type of backlash. It's just because you don't like her. And it's been seen and known way before this song came out that people just don't like her.
I have
Because
nothing
number
against
one,
her.
oh no, not you. I'm just saying
But I'm saying, but I
and I'm
take
about to
offense
bring it,
that.
and hold on, and I'm about to bring it back to what you just said earlier about the baby's baby mom or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
She
that's
was seen
speculation,
being
though. Fuck it.
no, hold on, because it was actually a thing. So she was seen with him holding hands and shit like that while he was supposed to be back with his baby mom, and everyone was talking about that and
Interesting.
shitting on her about that. But it's like, once again, none of this is our business. If he chose DaniLeigh, he chose DaniLeigh, but that's his baby mom. That's a different relationship. But I'm just saying that people brought that up as a way to use it to shit on her.
So if
Because
she had
of her
already
height.
won, there was no reason to put out a song, with
Already won.
Yep.
It just can't be a song. That's what I'm saying.
Interesting.
Choose as everybody. We all grown. She got to choose her words wisely. I'm standing behind the fact that I don't think that us black folks should use our stress on DaniLeigh. But
yeah,
in that same right, she just shouldn't have put out a shitty song like that.
The song ain't good, cool, but like the attention to this song is just not needed. Like, I understand that colorism is a big deal, and it's definitely a big deal because I've gone through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to not like my skin because people were saying shit about it, but now I'm better looking than half those bitches, so it's cool. But anyways,
what's wrong with
I just wanted to say though, for real, that colorism is a real thing, and we do need to stop shaming people for their skin tones. Deliberately, literally saying "Oh, you black as the night sky," like that. Those jokes are getting played out. I mean, that's kind of funny sometimes, but like people need to stop acting like because you're dark, you're ugly. It's not true.
Also,
But
I wanted to talk about damn, my voice cracked there. I want to talk about like what she said in response to all of this stuff, right? Where she got on the camera and was like, I don't see color. And like
she said some of my most attractive friends are dark skinned and all this.
She said I don't see color in the same breath that she said my chocolate boyfriend. It's just like, yo, fam, shut the fuck up forever, dog. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? And now I understand where this vitriol from these women is coming from, because if you're saying stupid shit like that, then I get it, and it gives you even more of a basis for why they're calling colorism. Like when you say I don't see color is the biggest red flag that you could possibly have. So I'm not even hearing it. We
live in a world where you have to see color.
Exactly.
Boy,
and if you choose not to see color, like if you say you don't see color, then you're neglecting all the things that people of color have to go through. You're disregarding all of that because you don't see color. Shut up.
Right.
You sound like a buffoon.
It's like OP. Like that same thing you just said has been said to many a white man.
In fact,
you know what I mean? Because it's the same situation. It's people, you get caught saying some ism, like whether it's colorism or racism, and then your cop out is, well, I don't see color. I'm post-racial. Matter of fact, you guys are the racist for caring.
You guys are racist.
Y'all are the racist for caring. It's the same story. Same thing. Same argument.
Yeah, man. I don't think she's worth the time, but
I get that.
Not arguing with y'all, because to move forward, it has to be a zero tolerance thing. And if it's not, then motherfuckers start to be negligent about the issue.
Like Josh said in the beginning of this conversation, and so what you're saying, she's not worth the time, but she is the martyr almost, right? The person that slipped up. So we need to make an example of you, despite the fact that you might not even be worth my breath, but you need to be made an example of, because these lyrics are stupid and baseless and stupid. Like,
yeah, I said it in the group chat the other day, yo. Like in the process of progress, you can't choose your heroes, you can't choose your villains. You can't. In an ideal world, there were many people that were saying, well, I mean, George Floyd, why are people backing him? He's a criminal. He's this, he's that, he's that, he's this. He didn't choose to do what happened. He didn't choose any of that. But he was the guy. Yeah. He was the one that we had to back in order to get the conversation moving about police brutality. You know what I'm saying? And we don't get to choose our villains either. DaniLeigh, no one knows her. She might be a great person. Who knows? I don't care. Social media is weird. She might be like nice in real life, but social media, she capping. Who cares, right? At the end of the day, she is the person that society is using to further this conversation about colorism. And at the end of the day, hopefully the world will be better. Hopefully when I have kids, they don't have to grow up listening to songs talking about how great it is to be light-skinned, how great it is to be light-skinned, knowing they could just be dark as hell. And they might grow up a little self-conscious about not being light-skinned, knowing DaniLeigh, she didn't mean to make a song about colorism, but hey, she literally might be affecting our children, right? Hopefully that won't have to happen if we keep having these conversations. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm with you on that.
Any last thoughts, B, before we wrap this up? Interesting.
I'm just so tired of like this shit.
Yeah.
As a whole.
What is this shit? What is this shit?
I'm tired of like having to talk about skin color and what people can't help what they are.
Hey, it's a marathon, B. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, and where's the damn finish line? Because I'm tired of this shit. Nigga, like, what is this?
That's what we're working towards.
Terrible. Damn, like, bro, I'm sorry.
We're working towards, B.
I'm sorry, but I'm not looking at this shit as a way that she's shitting on dark-skinned people. I'm looking at it as you guys already don't like her. This song gives you another reason to shit on someone you already don't like. When real talk, if this was Ariana Grande that made this record, it would go number one.
No, it wouldn't.
It would go number one.
They would have gotten her out
of here number one.
No, she would.
It would go number one. It would go number one.
It would have been bricks thrown through Ariana Grande's window.
Nigga, please.
Yeah.
Nigga, please. Please. They would have shaken it up to be like, well, she's just a fun-loving girl. No, they wouldn't give a fuck if it was Ariana Grande because they like her.
I disagree.
Nah,
They like her.
Yeah,
That's
I
why.
disagree wholeheartedly.
All this shit is perception, bro.
I
This shit is
disagree.
perception. And if you are someone on this TV that we don't like, and the next thing you do, nigga, we're on your ass. It's a fact. It's a fact. And they don't like her from time, bro. They don't like her, bro. They when she does dancing videos, they get annoyed. When she's with the baby in videos, they get annoyed. They just think she's annoying. And guess what? I understand your point, Josh, by using this as a way of we can't choose our heroes and we can't choose our villains. Right now, this is a villain because of what? The song she made. Cool. But at the same time, I'm just not looking at it. I'm not looking at her to further this conversation. I'm not looking at it.
You need to open your third eye then, my brother.
Hey, real quick, what comes with wealth and comes with being famous is understanding your platform. And this is gonna make her better. This is gonna push us all forward as Black folks because she's been made an example and she's now going to understand her platform and she's going to know that her words mean something and she needs better delivery and she needs better songs at the end of the day.
She already knows her words mean something because of the fans that continuously
she
write
obviously don't. You don't make a mistake like that.
A mistake.
Nah, Will, bro, you just hate her, bro.
Justin.
You just don't like her, bro.
People just don't like her, bro.
Right.
Like
They don't. They don't like her.
Well,
Because when she made a song called Monique and said my pockets are as big as Monique, no one had a problem. No one said she was fat shaming.
She said that.
Bro,
that's a bar, low key. That's a bar.
That's a bar, bro. It's bar.
The thing about it is you can't fat shame Monique. Monique love herself. Monique will cuss her the fuck out.
Yo, Oren, how can you
fat shame Monique at this point in her life?
How can you geek over shit like that when your favorite rappers do the same thing?
I mean, it's funny. I am geeking. It's funny that she said that. That's crazy.
I thought you were about to use that as like a but that's just a bar, bro. Like
that's funny though. That's just funny, bro. That's crazy, bro. If I was Monique, I would have to pull up.
Those are fighting words, yo. Those are fighting words.
That's wild.
So, hey, we can leave this here. We can have this discussion another time as well. I think colorism and all those kinds of isms are very interesting to break down and discuss. But yeah, y'all have seen the highs and the lows of this pod, the agony and the woes. It's been the EITR pod where we make common sense comment again. Please hit that like and subscribe button for the brothers, for the mandem.
One time for the one
man
time.
on road for the real
sick of being broke.
One time.
Hey, hit the like and subscribe. But we appreciate you guys. We're checking out EITR pod. Be good.
Y'all have a good one.
I'll,
Peace.